John, do you have any questions about the price you saw on the internet?
Yeah, I'd like to see, I saw another ad on a similar car about the same features and same MSRP, and it was $2,000 less. So, I mean, I don't know why, your price is so high. You say you're competitive, but my goodness, I can just drive up there and get that car, save $2,000.
Well, I never said we were competitive, okay? I don't use that word. Now, I don't know what vehicle you saw. I'm going to tell you how we price our vehicles, and then you'll have to make the decision on whether what you saw was apples to apples, oranges to oranges, or it was something different. John, when's the last time you bought a vehicle?
3 years ago.
Okay. When you bought that vehicle 3 years ago, did you have to go through a process that required you to do a back and forth negotiation with the dealership in order to obtain your best price, biggest discount?
I did a lot of research. Most people do 20 hours or more research online
Absolutely.
before they walk into a dealership, so they're really prepared. So it's important that the salesman knows the content of the vehicle, also where the pricing is, and what offers I can get, because I see low APRs, I see all kinds of different fancy financing and rebates, and so I want to make sure I get everything I'm supposed to get.
And that is your job as a consumer, and we respect that. It's evidence that you're a perfectly well-prepared customer. Make no mistake about that. But let's go back to the last vehicle you bought. Mm-hmm. Did you have to go through a negotiating process in order to get yourself your best price and biggest discount?
I did have to go through a bit of negotiation, but I get to a point where I feel like it's fair, and I've done enough research to determine where the pricing is. I don't have necessarily a big problem with a dealer making a little bit of money. I just want it to be fair.
Okay.
So I want to work with that person. I want to come to their service department. I want to go say hello. I don't want to have any kind of bad rapport. A decent deal.
John, I'm going to make sure we introduce you to a bunch of people here today, okay? And I want you to make sure that you recognize that there's not a one of us that won't bend over backwards to make this not just a great purchase experience, but your best ownership experience ever. But let's get back to the way you bought your last vehicle. You bought your last vehicle the way most people have had to buy vehicles for the last 50 years. Dealer puts out a price, you come in, you negotiate to get your fair price, and you go on your merry way. Now, that negotiation process happens to be the #1 most distasteful part of the purchase process as described by consumers for literally 50 years. You'll be glad to know that lots of things have taken place in the last 3 years. Lots of changes have taken place, and all those changes are good for you, the consumer. Look, why we put customers through confrontational, time-wasting, gut-wrenching, maddening negotiations for so long, I don't know. But I can tell you, it's changed. We weren't the only website you checked out, were we? No, you've already told me about one other vehicle you saw somewhere else. So you've done your research, you've done your shopping, okay? I mean, this makes you a smart consumer. Make no mistake about that. But if there hadn't been something about the vehicle and our price that was okay with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we? No. Look, what people have had to fight for in the past, they're now served up on a silver platter. If we don't deeply pre-discount our vehicles and put that price out there, phones don't ring, email inboxes don't fill up, nobody shows up. So what you've had to fight for in the past, again, I repeat, you have been served up on a silver platter. And John, here's the crazy thing about it. We don't even price our own vehicles. Third-party software prices our vehicles. Third-party software, the same type of software that prices airline tickets, hotels, groceries, gasoline. I mean, we match every vehicle we've got in inventory, new and used, with every other one like it in a 250 or 300 mile radius. Look, we're a volume store. We know how to create volume, and that's be at the market or below. And that's what brought you here. So I'm going to make you a couple guarantees today. I'm going to guarantee, #1, this will be the easiest and most pleasant purchase experience of your entire life. I'm also going to guarantee that the ownership experience will be the best of your entire life. And I'm also going to guarantee this will be the fastest purchase experience of your entire life. But job one is to make sure the vehicle is right, because is there any such thing as a good deal on the wrong car?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. Nobody wants to get stuck with a vehicle they don't want, regardless of what the price is. So the price is going to be right, but most importantly, we want to make sure the vehicle is right. So why don't we go check out that vehicle and make sure it's the right one for you. Cool?
Yes.
What's the purpose of that conversation?
Gain trust.
Gain trust.
And very few people pick up on that. I set up the close. I set up the easiest second close in the history of the business. Okay, I did that. But what else?
Change the the argument from the price to the right car.
Well, I mean, is there any such thing as a good deal on the wrong car? No.
Wow.
I mean, I know there are some people. I mean, I know friends of mine who bought vehicles because the discount was huge. Well, I bought this because they had a $7,000 discount. I said, well, there's a effing reason there's a $7,000 discount on that car. Okay? Do you like it? No, I hate it. But I got a good price.